Welcome, everybody. My name is Mike Obay, National Consultant with Ambit Energy. I just want to first thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to come on here and look at a company presentation with Ambit Energy. Before I get started, I just want to tell you briefly a little bit about myself, really how I found out about Ambit and really why I started my Ambit business. I've been with the company now 6.5 years, and 6.5 years ago, I definitely was not looking for anything different in my life. Why? I was working about 100 to 110 hours a week. What was I doing? I owned and operated 3 ice cream franchises. I managed all of them myself. I had a mortgage company, credit company, construction company, a couple dozen rental properties, and a 1-year-old child and a 2-year-old child that I never had a chance to really see because my businesses just took up so much time out of my life. So you're probably agreeing why I wasn't looking for something. But 6 years ago, my best friend called me up on the phone, told me that him and his wife were considering starting a business called Ambit. And before they got started, they wanted to get my opinion and my advice as a best friend, as a business owner, if they should consider it. I sat down, looked at a similar presentation to like you're going to see in a moment, and I sat there taking notes, thinking I'm going to give my friend advice. And when I seen this presentation, not only did I encourage my friend to get started, but I said I'm going to get started as well. Now, I didn't have much time to do it because I was working 100, 110 hours a week. But the opportunity that you're going to see in a moment was too good to let me pass by. So I decided to get started. I put about 3 to 5 hours a week in. I knew nothing about the energy business. I was actually a very quiet, shy person. Never did sales before. I was just a hard-working, more of a numbers guy than a salesperson. But because Ambit had a system in place, I started this business a few hours a week. Got great training from a lot of mentors in the business who taught me, and my business just kept growing and growing and growing. After doing Ambit a few years part-time, I decided to put more of an effort into it. I decided to get rid of other businesses and other real estate properties that were just taking up a lot of my time, a lot of headaches, to be able to spend more time with my kids and to be able to put more time into Ambit. I have an amazing lifestyle now from Ambit Energy. I have my life back. I'm able to see my kids whenever I want instead of 20 minutes a day. It's a great opportunity. Everything is a place here for you to step into this business and run with it. So please, just take a closer look at Ambit. And you're going to see something today. Ambit's almost an 8-year-old company. In 8 years, they have not done a promotion that you are actually going to see today in this presentation. I haven't seen it in my 6 years, and it hasn't been announced in 8 years. So halfway through, you're going to see a promotion that we have never done before in the company history. So stay tuned. Why is Ambit the right choice? Well, we were founded in 2006 by Jerry Thompson and Chris Chambliss. Jerry on the right. I'll give you his background. Jerry comes from a great family background in business. His family actually started 7-Eleven. They started 7-Eleven from one store and grew to over 50,000 locations. So Jerry does know something about business. Chris Chambliss to the left is our Chief Marketing Officer. Now, Chris, this isn't his first company. He's been with another company back in the 90s called Excel Telecommunications. Chris Chambliss helped that company become a billion-dollar company in under 7 years. If you look at the bottom of our screen, Chris also helped Ambit become a billion-dollar company in under 7 years. There are only a handful of companies in world history that have done that, and companies like Facebook and Google and Groupon, but yet Chris has helped 2 separate companies get to $1 billion in just under 7 years. Ambit won a lot of awards, really just too many to list. We're right now currently the 12th largest direct selling company in the world, and we're only 8 years in business. We're the number 1 direct seller of energy in the world. J.D. Power & Associates voted us number 1 energy company in multiple states. And in 2010, Inc. magazine voted Ambit the number 1 fastest growing company in North America, and we were only in 3 states, Texas, New York, and Illinois. A wave is coming. We'll talk today about energy deregulation. So for the first time in USA history, energy monopolies are being broken up. Customers do have a right to choose where they get their power from. And the timing of this is absolutely perfect. Why do I say that? Here's a map of the United States. You see there's dark gray and there's light gray shaded states. The government has to go into each state one at a time to break up these big monopoly companies. So currently there are 28 dark gray states that are in different phases of deregulation. Ambit is currently in 14 states. 14 states we're in. And if you see most of them, Northeast, we go from California, Texas, and then Chicago, and all over the Northeast. So we're in 14 states, and in these areas, we have less than 3% of the customers. What does that mean? 97% of the houses and businesses around you do not have Ambit service yet. So there is so much room for growth, so much potential in those 14 states. That gets me excited, but what really gets me excited is the other 36 gray states that we haven't even touched yet. And eventually this will go to Canada, we believe, to Europe, Australia, and it'll start going all over the world. So that's why I say the timing is absolutely perfect. How does this all work? Now, you might recognize some of the companies at the bottom of the screen. These are the former monopolies. These companies have had monopolies ever since they've been in existence. So for an example, I live in the New York City area. We have Con Edison. So Con Edison, for years, for over 100 years, they had a monopoly, and this goes the same for no matter what company you have. In the past, these companies used to have their own generation plants where they would generate power. Then they would take that same power and they would deliver it through telephone poles and wires and pipes. They would deliver it to the end user, which is the house or the business customer. So in the past, these monopolies used to make money on the generation side and on the delivery side. But through deregulation laws, that has all changed. The government has forced these companies out of the generation business. So they are no longer generating power. They are no longer allowed by law to make a profit on the generation. Yes, they still remain your delivery company. That is not going to change. The company that's been delivering your power and sending you the bill for the past year, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, that will remain exactly the same. All you're doing is you're choosing Ambit Energy as your energy retail provider. Talk about our service now. Why did this make sense to me when I was already working 100 hours a week with no free time? Because everybody I know uses electricity and gas 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. We use it and we don't even know we're using it. You know, right now you might be sitting at home or you might be at work, but your refrigerator is constantly plugged in. Your alarm clocks are constantly plugged in. That means that electric meter is spinning 24 hours a day. So everybody uses our product, especially now in the winter months. Everybody has heat on in their house. So there's no cost to become a customer. Nothing changes for the customer at all. You still get billed and serviced by the same exact company. Now, a lot of people ask me this question. If I do this, is my energy company going to be okay with it? So rather than me telling you, I actually took something from Con Edison's website. This is the energy company in New York City, and this goes the same for no matter what company you use. And here's what it says. Is Con Edison okay with me buying electricity and gas from other suppliers? Con Ed's primary business role is delivery, and ESCO, which means Energy Supply Company, are in the business of supply. Even after you choose a supply company, Con Edison will still be there to read your meter, handle service calls, and provide you emergency assistance. You will still receive the same safe and reliable service that you come to expect. So these energy companies are telling you that they are okay if you choose a different supply company. A lot of them tell you on the bill that you can choose a supply company to save money and get other benefits. The bill still comes from the same company. As you see here, Con Edison at the top left of the bill. The same name is on the bill, the same account number, but all it is Ambit now becomes a supply company. And your house now, if you haven't chosen a supplier yet, the power that's in your house is not coming from the same company that's delivering it to you. They're actually buying it on the open market from other energy sources, other energy suppliers, other energy companies. You're just telling your company that you'd like to buy it from Ambit, and you'll see some of the benefits in a minute why someone might go out there and choose Ambit Energy as the supplier. So everything remains exactly the same. Down at the bottom, you heard how many different businesses I've had in the past, from ice cream to mortgages to real estate. Why I love Ambit? There are no deliveries. There are no inventories. There's no collections. And my biggest problem was dealing with employees. There are no employees with Ambit Energy. These are some great things that Ambit has to offer. I'm doing this presentation now, and I usually work, out of my house. I don't have to have a storefront and pay overhead or anything like that. It's an amazing company. Great savings, competitive rates. Ambit does great things for our customers. We have over 1.2 million customers. We have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. J.D. Power and Associates voted us #1 energy company in multiple states. In a lot of our states and markets, we have guaranteed savings in writing for our customers. Satisfaction guarantee. We also offer Green E products. Now, every single customer gets a welcome gift for enrolling. So let's say you go to your next door neighbor, Mary, and you show Mary how she could save some money on her electric bill. Ambit's going to provide you with a website. You go to your website, you type in Mary's name, her address, her account number, her phone number, her email. You hit submit. Mary becomes a customer. Now she starts saving money. As a thank you, Ambit's going to give Mary a free welcome gift. We give every customer a 3-day, 2-night hotel package to over 20 locations throughout the United States. It's a 3 or 4-star hotel that you could choose, as a thank you from Ambit. Ambit also gives you monthly travel reward points. So basically, the more electric you use, the more gas you use, you're saving money, but you're earning reward points. You can redeem those reward points for different vacation packages, 4 days in Orlando, 4 days in Vegas, Cancun trips. So just by paying a bill you have to pay anyway at a cheaper price, you're actually earning reward points for travel. Now, every single customer earns a free website. So you got your next door neighbor Mary to become a customer. We give Mary her own free website, like you see here on the screen. So let's say Mary's happy. She goes home that night and calls her mom. Hey, Mom, guess what? I'm saving money on my electric bill and my gas bill. And the company gave me a free 2-night hotel package. Well, that's great, Mary. Can I take advantage? Yes, you can, Mom. Now, if Mary goes to her site and clicks on that Sign Up Now button that you see there and signs up Mom as a customer, Mom is going to start saving money. Mom is now going to get a 2-night hotel package. But if Mary goes out there and refers 4 more people for a total of 5, she is now going to get one of those better travel packages like I spoke to you about, the 4-day trip to Orlando, Florida, Cancun, for referring 5 people. In a moment, I'm going to go to the second part of this, that if you decide to join us in business, you would get paid every month on Mary, who's your next door neighbor, and you would get paid on the 5 referrals of people that Mary referred that you probably do not know. I'm going to take this one step further. Ambit Energy has what's called a free energy program. Let me explain how it works. Mary becomes a customer for free. Anybody become a customer for free, for no cost, no contract, no cancellation. That customer goes out there and refers 15 people through their website. Ambit is now going to give you a free energy credit on your bill. Not 1 month, but every single month. Let me explain. Here is a sample bill. This person is somebody who lives in the Pennsylvania market. They have PP&L as their energy company. Now, every single bill is broken down into 2 parts. There's always delivery, which is there's delivery charges, and then there's generation or supply charges. Now, if you look at this person's bill, you see here it says PP&L electric utility charges $68.55. That's for PP&L to deliver the power to your house. And guys, this goes the same for no matter what energy company you use. Every bill is broken down into 2 sections, generation and delivery. But if you see there below it, total Ambit charges 0. So that person paid nothing for their supply. Let me show you the back of the bill. As you see here, there are 2 sections. Highlighted, you see the generation charges for Ambit, and below that, you see the distribution or delivery charges for PP&L or any energy company. So the delivery charges was $68. But if you look, it says charges for Ambit, right? It says the charges should have been $89 and $54, but because this customer referred 15 people, Ambit gives him a customer referral credit for free energy on his bill. So that $89 and the $54 should have come to $143, but because this person referred 15 people, they got a credit minus $143, and it got balanced out to 0. Ambit takes the average of the 15 people referral supply charges, they add them up, they divide by 15, whatever that average is, they will give you up to the amount of your supply charge. They will not give you more than a supply charge, but in this case, they paid the entire $143, and he had a total Ambit charge of 0. If your 15 referrals come to, let's say, $100, it would say 143 minus 100, and your supply charge would be $43. But in this customer's case, he gets $143 a month. Times that by 12 months, it's almost $1,700 a year in free energy for referring 15 customers one time. I referred my 15 customers over 6 years ago, and I've been getting free gas and free electric ever since. So it's worth it to do a couple hours of work to get free energy month after month, year after year. Now I want to talk to you about the opportunity side. So far I showed you how we save customers money. I showed you how we help customers get free travel, free energy. Now I'm going to show you how to package all that up and start a business from the comfort of your own home on a part-time basis. You create your own schedule. Now, with every business out there in America, there's generally a cost to start a business, and Ambit is no different. But Ambit is a business that you could start, which is very affordable. Guys, you can get your Ambit business started for only a one-time investment of just $75. There's no annual renewal. This is a once-in-a-lifetime fee to basically get your business started with the fastest-growing company in America. Just $75. Your only out-of-pocket expense is $24.95 for your whole suite of websites. You get a customer website, a consultant website. You get a back-office system that's second to none that tracks your entire business. You get training videos. You get a video down at the bottom right that shows you have your own link to your own presentation website that does the presentation for you in English or in Spanish. Power Zone in the middle. It tracks your whole entire business, all your customers, all your consultants, your bonuses, your commissions, all of that for just $24.95 per month. Guys, where can you start a franchise-like business for $100? And I'm going to show you quickly how you can make that money back in hours, days, maybe a week, 2 weeks. As quick as you want to go out there and make it, you can go out there and make your investment back and start being profitable in your own business. Benefits of owning your own business. Here's the best thing, flexible schedule. 99% of people that start this business started on a part-time basis. I can't tell you how many doctors, police officers, nurses, firemen, you name it, college students, they're doing the business. The great thing is you keep doing exactly what you're doing in life with your current job or your current business, but you find a handful of hours a week to put into your Ambit business. Incredible tax benefits. We get paid $10.99 as independent consultants. You get a lot of write-offs that you can get with this type of business and unlimited income potential. We only do two simple things. We gather a handful of loyal customers, people we know, love, and trust. How many customers do I have? Guys, I'm a national consultant. You'll see what that means in a minute. I'm the top position in the company. I've gave up most of my businesses, and I only have 24 customers with Ambit. So when I say customers, I'm a consultant. My house is electric bill. That is a customer. My mom's house, her electric bill, that is a customer. So I have my house, my parents, my sisters, some friends, my uncle, my cousins, some neighbors. 20 is the most you need. So I'm actually a little bit overqualified with 24. I have enough to get me my free energy every single month. So you're probably thinking, how does this guy make money with just 24 customers? Well, we get to go out there and help other people do the same thing. So we're not going to tell you to go out there and try to get 100 customers, not even 50. You can if you like, but the magic number is 20. The most customers that you need in your entire career in Ambit is just 20 customers apiece. So you can clearly see if everybody down there in those pictures got 20 customers, it would start adding up 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200. So we go out there, we get a handful, then help other people do the exact same thing. How do I get paid? Now, if you decide to join us in business, you become a consultant. So that's you. The first thing we want to do is get your money back. I'm going to show you how quickly you could earn your money back. So you invest $75 one-time fee, $25 a website, $100. Ambit says that if you go out there and get 5 customers, so that's basically showing 5 people how to save money, you're going to get your first bonus of $100. Ambit gives you 4 weeks to do it. If you do it sooner, you get paid quicker. Ambit also says just by activating your website, you see 2 little laptop things there at the top. By activating your website, Ambit's going to give you 2 of those customer points for free. So now you only need 3 customers. Your house can be one of them if you're in one of our states that Ambit currently services. So your house, you get maybe a neighbor and you get maybe a family member. You get 3 people, you made your investment back, guys. Everything after this is now profit that goes in your pocket. If you go out there and gather 2 more customers, Ambit will give you another $50 in bonuses. So now you're ahead 50%. If you go out there and get 3 more customers within 8 weeks or less, you made $250. This is 2.5 times your investment just on helping 8 people save money on a bill that they already pay at a cheaper price. If you go out there and gather more customers, Ambit will pay you up to $450 in Fast Start, Jumpstart bonuses for going out there and just gathering customers. And now at this point, you made your money back. You made $350 profit on your money. You have tax benefits. You have free electric at your house, free gas if we cover it in your state. And I'm going to show you in a minute how you can get paid each and every month on all those customers that you help save money and refer to Ambit. Next thing we want to do is help you get promoted. Why? Every time you get promoted, you get a pay increase. So our promotion is based on a building block of 526. The first step is to go out there and gather 5 customers. We already did that and you made your money back. Second step is you want to go out there and share this opportunity, guys.
When I first started Ambit Energy, I was a very quiet, shy person, never did sales, but somebody showed me a similar video presentation that I watched to give me the confidence that I can go out there and show other people a video presentation. So now this presentation that you're looking at, ambitenergypromotion.com, that's the video you probably got linked to watch this. You can now go out there and share it. Ambit gives you your own website with a video on your own personal website. We give you DVDs to go out there and share the presentation. So you become a consultant. You now go out there and tell one of your friends that you started a business and you want to just get their opinion and share it with them. So now you sit down with your buddy John, you show John the presentation. John wants to get started. He gets started, he gets 5 customers, he makes a $100 bonus, you make a matching $100 bonus. Then you go out there and you call up Tom. You tell Tom you started a business. You ask Tom if he keeps his options open at looking at some new business opportunities. You show Tom a presentation. He gets started. He gets 5 customers. He makes 100. You make a matching 100. Now, John and Tom are 2 people that you know. That's where the 2 comes in. Now you want to go out there and build a team of 6 people. You can get all 6 people yourself, or you can go out there and help John and Tom start building the business, and that's how it works. You start creating leverage with this business. Once you get a total of 6 people in your group, you now get promoted to what we call regional consultant. As a regional consultant, you're going to go out there and do the same exact thing. Now you're going to find Mary. When Mary joins your business and gathers 5 customers, instead of getting just $100, Ambit gives you a 55% pay increase. So you made $155 when Mary joined and got 5 customer points. And the same thing when Michelle joins. You make $155. But watch how cool this is. Mary lives right in your hometown, but she has a friend who lives in New York, who has a cousin who lives in Pennsylvania, who has a brother who's in Connecticut, who has a friend who's in Massachusetts, who knows somebody in Rhode Island, who has a sister who's in Maine and New Hampshire. You're getting paid $55 in bonuses to unlimited levels when these people join your regional consultant code and they gather 5 customer points. Once you get a total of 18 people in that group, just 2 have to come from you. 18 people, you now promote to what's called senior consultant. Senior consultant, same thing, but now you're making more money. Now you're making up to $235 and $135 to unlimited levels. Executive consultant, you're making $315, $215 down to unlimited levels. National consultant, $340 and $240 down to unlimited levels. There's another benefit to get to the executive and national level. Ambit has an expense account program that once you become an executive consultant, you could earn an extra $1,000 a month, $12,000 a year as an executive consultant. As a national consultant, you could pick up an extra $500 or $1,500 if you reach the rank of national, because you're going to get the $1,000 as an executive and a $500 extra as a national, which is $18,000 a year. There are a couple requirements. Ambit just wants to make sure that you're still active in the business, but you can pick up that extra money and get that every single month on the 15th of a month, and there's no receipts required. That money comes in. You can take that money, buy a car, buy 2 cars, buy 3 cars, save it for your kids' college fund, whatever you want to do, that's your money. Now, all this money that I'm showing you here, these are bonuses. These bonuses come weekly when people join your organization. This is very good money, but this is not why I joined Ambit. Remember I told you before that the most customers you need is 20? So I'm going to show you in a minute how you get paid every month on your 20 customers, but when John gets 20 customers, now you're getting paid on 40. When Tom gets 20, now you're getting paid on 60, and 80, and 100, 120, 140, 160, 180, 200. Imagine if all these people in all different cities and all different states across the country start gathering 10, 15, 20 customers apiece. You can clearly see how your customer count is going to grow to the hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands of customers, and maybe more one day, as fast as you want to build it, and you go out there and just hard work will get you those results. Now, I'm going to show you another way to get paid, and this is the main reason why I joined Ambit. See, in life, there's mainly 2 different ways that people earn money. The main way that we know is called linear income. Linear income is where if you go out there and you work for a company and you work 40 hours a week, you're going to get paid for those 40 hours. But if you don't go to work, you're not going to get paid. Right? Me, when I went to high school and college, I didn't want to really work for anybody else. I wanted to work for myself. And I started my first business at 23 years old. And that's all I really knew, was to go out there and start a small business. And that's what I did. I just had businesses going, ice cream stores, mortgage companies, some real estate stuff. But I always had to go out there and keep selling ice cream cones. I had to keep selling the next mortgage client and just do it over and over and over again. But there's a way that a very small percentage of Americans get paid, something called residual income. Residual income is something I never had before. I never learned about it in school. My parents never taught me it. Who gets residual? Singers, songwriters. They go out there and they create a song. Every time that song plays on the radio, they get paid. Every time someone buys a CD or an album, they get paid. Who else? An author of a book. That author goes out there, writes that one book. If that book sells 1 million copies, they get paid on all 1 million copies. I'm going to show you now how we get paid residual income in Ambit. This is the reason why I joined it. In Ambit, we go out there, we get paid through 7 levels. So this is you here on top. We get paid 7 levels beyond that. MCs are called marketing consultants. That's what I am, and that's what you would become. So let's say you go out there, you find 3 people who want to make money and join you in business. We're going to call these 3 people John, Tom, and Mary. John, Tom, and Mary are your friends, your neighbors, your coworkers. They join us in business. Those people go out there and find 3 people apiece. See, now John might find 3 people in Connecticut. Tom might find 3 people in Rhode Island. Mary might find 3 people in the state of Maine. You now have 9 strangers that you do not know on your second level helping you build a business. If those 9 people found 3 people apiece, you have 27 strangers that you do not know on your third level helping you build a business. 81 people, eventually you have over 3,000 people in your organization, and all you knew were just John, Tom, and Mary. Now, I mentioned before, the most customers you need is 20. You go out there, you get your 20 customers. John gets 20, Tom gets 20, Mary gets 20. So now I'm going to show you, you're going to get paid on your 20 customers. You also get paid on their 60 customers. You also get paid on their 180 customers. Eventually, if this kept duplicating, you would have 65,000 customers. And this is a perfect illustration. Now, every month, those 65,000 people use electricity and gas. They get a meter reading. They get a bill. They pay that bill. When they pay that bill, the 15th of the following month, we as consultants get paid a residual income. That would be $78,000 a month, guys. That comes in every single month on the 15th. And the best thing about it is that comes 12 times a year, every single month, month after month after month. That looks like a big number. I know, it is. Is it possible? It is. There are people in the company that have more customers than that. But let's just say, that's if everybody got 20 customers apiece. What if everybody did half the work and only got 10 customers each? That'd be $39,000 a month in residual income. Let's chop it down even further. What if everybody went out there and only got 3 customers each? John only got 3, Tom got 3, Mary got 3. That'd be 9,800 customers that would pay you $11,000 a month. Every single month, guys. Month after month after month after month. These numbers add up quick. You only get 20 yourself and you start building a team of people. Now, if you look in the customer column, you have 9 on your first level, 27, then 81, then 200. All of a sudden, there's 6,500 on your 7th level. If there's 6,000 on the 7th level, how many do you expect to be on level 8 or level 10 or level 20? The numbers get bigger and bigger. Here's the power of Ambit. Once you become a regional consultant, you're going to get an additional 25 cents per customer per month on top of levels 1 through 7 and then levels 8 to infinity, guys. Now, if you're thinking, why is Mike so excited about a quarter? If you had 9,800 customers in your regional code at a quarter, that's almost $2,500 a month. Times 12 months, it's almost $30,000 a year from one quarter. As a senior consultant, up to 50 cents a customer. Executive, up to 75 cents. National consultant, up to $1 per customer per month to unlimited levels as deep as your organization can go. In my opinion, once your business gets going and gets established, this one slide here alone could potentially pay you more money than all the slides put together. Why does this work? Ambit is a service, not a product. Say, I never did sales before. I was a quiet, shy person. If I had to go out there and try to sell people products that they didn't need or they can get it cheaper somewhere else, I probably wouldn't have done the business. And I turned down a few businesses. Why this made sense? I've always been a helping person, a caring, giving person. I've always done a lot for other people. Everybody already uses electricity. If I can go out there and show people how they could save money with nothing changing, it just made perfect sense and helped them get it for free. It's a service that everybody already uses. Electricity and natural gas. It makes sense. Power of part-time. Again, 99% of people that start this business started on a part-time basis. Guys, you can work this business this week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Next week, work a Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Third week, you can go on vacation. Fourth week, you can work 5 days. You create your own schedule. You work this around what you're currently doing. That is the beautiful thing about this business. Lucrative compensation. I showed you the numbers. It's all about how much you want to get. Some people want to get this business going and say they want to get free energy and make $500 a month. Great. I'll show you how we do it. Some people say I want to make $10,000 a month, $20,000 a month or more and get free energy. Great. We'll show you how we do that too. It's whatever you want. It's out there for you to go out there and get. Perfect timing. I don't think the timing could get any better than this, guys. I really don't. We were voted fastest growing company in America. We were just in a handful of states. Ambit is now opening up more and more states each year. We just opened up Ohio and Indiana are the newest states to come on board. That's 16 states. We have less than 3% of the customers in all those states. Some states we have less than 1% of the customers. That means there's so much more room for growth and opportunity in the current states that we're in. But what really excites me, guys, is the other 34 states that we haven't even touched yet. So would you rather be seeing this now? Or would you rather come back here in 10 years when we're in 40, 45 states? Maybe we're in Canada at that time, or Europe, Australia. I think, in my opinion, that this will eventually get out of the United States and go international, worldwide with this. So the timing cannot get any better. Proven system. Ambit is a franchise-like business. If you follow our system, it works. I came from the franchise world. I learned how to follow systems, and I applied the same things that I've learned with Ambit in a different way, but it's all about following systems. I don't care your age. I don't care your background. I don't care if you're rich, poor, did sales, never did sales, if you were quiet and shy like I was. If you are humble and coachable and can follow a simple system and can commit a handful of hours every week or every other week consistently and do it, anybody can do this business. At this point in time, you got to make a decision if Ambit Energy is for you or not. I do want to thank you for taking the last 30 minutes of your time to sit down and listen to my presentation. I know someone thought highly enough for you to invite you to look at this presentation. Out of respect for them, I would get back with that person as soon as you can. Just let them know your decision. We'd love to have you join our team. I'd love to meet you and help you and work with you one day. If Ambit is not for you, that is totally okay too. It's not for everybody, but we would highly recommend becoming a customer. It makes all the sense in the world to become a customer. Again, there's no cost, there's no contracts, there's no charges or anything like that. You're saving money. You still get to go out there and refer customers and get free energy. So you don't need to become a consultant to go out there to get free energy. But if you're going to go out there and refer customers, you might as well become a consultant, because once you go out there and you refer 3 customers, you made that initial $100 back. Guys, you get to start a business with the fastest growing company in America that is flexible. You can work this around your current business, around your current job, around your family schedule for $100. And I showed you the returns that you can make with this business. So make a decision. I hope that you decide to choose to get started in Ambit. Get back to that person that invited you on here today and tell them that you want to get your business started. We're happy to join the company. I would tell you to get some training as soon as possible. I have a training out there called www.ambitenergytraining.com. It's a 45-minute video. I will teach you the basics to go out there and how to get customers, how to build a team of people that's there. Feel free to share this video with your team as you grow. www.ambitenergypromotion.com. ambitenergypromotion.com. It's for everybody in the company or anybody to use. Our goal is Ambit. I want to see Ambit one day as a $10 billion company, and if we all work hard and do this together, we will be, and I know that will happen, just a matter of time. So I appreciate you all taking time to listen to this. Again, my name is Michael Obay, National Consultant. I look forward to meeting you and helping you build your business one day.